Once again last night, Pompey's 18,000 travelling fans provided magnificent support. And as at Highbury, Pompey had chances to upset the odds. Darren Anderton, their scorer in the first match, almost snatched an early advantage.
Yeah, you still cover yourself in glory in the replay without again scoring.
Yeah, that's right. I think, as Knightsy said, in both games we worked so hard as a team, and tactically we were spot on through Jim and Graham Padden, that they didn't get too many opportunities, but whenever they did, Knightsy was did everything immaculately. I had a half chance with a lob over Grobler that just went wide. Macca at the bar in the last 2 minutes of a normal time, and it went down to penalties. And credit to them, they took good penalties, and it all comes down to a little bit of luck at that point, which was, of course, a very disappointing way to go out of an FA Cup semi-final.
And again, Alan, you came through that Villa Park game very comfortably. So how hard is it then to have to face 5 spot kicks?
Well, as I say, I mean, you go to the penalties, and if you got anything, or we could point a finger at ourselves as possibly, we didn't really work on penalties. If you can work on penalties, don't know if we really thought it would ever go to that. It was the first game that ever did, and whatever reasons for that, I think because there was an election that the game had to be decided, so that was our luck again. But obviously Liverpool had been in European Cup finals and done that. We'd all seen Grobbelaar with the wobbly legs and all that. And to give Liverpool their due, they were very respectful. I mean, I was a bit worried he was going to do that, and I thought if that happened, then one or two things could kick off. But no, they did. They were clinical in theirs, and that was the only thing. I think we just showed a little bit of inexperience in that respect. But we were in an area we'd never been to, and not a lot of people had been.
And can you describe the despair afterwards?
It was with the young lads and some of the older, myself as well. There was a few tears. There was lads. I knew it was going to be my last real chance of ever getting that opportunity. I knew that. So you had to deal with that as well. Lucky for Darren, he went on and
lost another 4.
Yeah, well, at least he got there, which is great, fantastic. No one more prouder than him and all the lads that have played with Darren. It's great for everyone else that's gone on and done what they've done. But it is a very, very tough thing, and it's about being, as Darren alluded to earlier, you've got to be mentally strong and pick yourself up and get on with it. But it was tough, but there was no disgrace in what we did. And as I say, it was a very special group of players that were together and went on that journey. And it was something that will live with me forever, and I think with a lot of people.
For the fans, this tie will always be the one which saw them within 3 minutes and 53 seconds of Wembley, but ultimately saw them robbed by a sudden death contrivance which could have been avoided.
Darren, fine margins. So had you won the Cup, or had you gone up that year, would you have possibly stayed at Pompey?
I have no idea. I think when I look at it, probably not. But I have no idea, because when that all happened, it wasn't. I just thought, this is what an unbelievable life this is. What a year. Football's great. Apart from that night, of course, and as a youngster coming into a team, you doubt yourself whether you're good enough. Should you be there? And of course, when things go well, the buzz you get from that is unbelievable, and it's what it's all about. It's what you dream of, being a professional footballer as a kid. Watching games, you watched FA Cup finals, you watched FA Cup semi-finals. So to be part of that was amazing. In hindsight, of course, Tottenham came in for me. I remember getting the phone call from Jim, and I had no idea what I should do. And I said to him, "Well, what do I do?" And it was, "Well, you go and speak to him. It's a great opportunity for you, and they're paying top money for you." I said, "Okay." And to be fair to him, he said, "Terry Venables is the best, and he will make you into the player that I believe you will be and you should be." And that will always stand with me. And whenever I still see Jim now, it's great. And whenever I see the guys, they're the best memories probably from my career, because they're my initial first steps into professional football, and successful ones. It was everything went well that year, and because of that I went on to do other things that of course I'm very proud of, playing for England and being at Tottenham for 12 years. But I always look back and on those times with fond memories. Like Nancy said earlier about Graham Paddon, I think a lot of people don't realise what a great coach and a great man he was, and I was fortunate enough to have him as a youth team manager as well. And I think from that point, from 16 to 20, is when I really improved as a player, and that's down to people like Graham.
Brilliant. Thank you, gents. And can I say, neither of you have aged at all.
If only.